Right, let's turn our attention to ANC politics. The Ekurhuleni elective conference is now going ahead again after a 10-hour impasse. This after the event turning chaotic. Unfortunately, much like previous ANC elections. We'll get into who is up against who's going head-to-head in just a moment. First of all, political analyst Lukhanyo Vanqga joining us this morning. Lukhanyo, and this doesn't look good at all as we get ready for that ANC elective conference proper later in the year. We can't have furniture being thrown around, can we?
Not at all, Gareth. It's very unfortunate scenes that we saw in Ekurhuleni when that particular registration period collapsed, and a pile of fists, bricks and furniture being thrown around as delegates who support Dr. Xhakaza, who's the challenger to Mzwandile Masina, wanted to be allowed into the venue. And, you know, the Masina faction was saying, well, they're not members in good standing because the online registration system hasn't captured their credentials, therefore they cannot be allowed to enter. And they were saying that they have their ANC cards, which should give them the right to enter those particular premises. They were only able to resolve that through fists and bricks, which is very unfortunate. But now things seem to be on track. They've accepted credentials and the conference is going ahead.
Help me understand, we may be moving away slightly from the politics here to more socio-political for a moment, Lukhanyo, if you can, but why are we seeing tempers flaring like this? Why are the supporters so adamant to get their person in? What's in it for them that if they're not getting what they want, it's not going the way they would like it to, and there are admin issues, we end up in fisticuffs with each other? What's really at play for those who need to vote for their particular leader that they want in power?
Well, usually, Gareth, politics are something of a vocation to us as people. It's, you know, you have your day job and you also support a particular political party to lead your local municipality, your province or national. But for some of the ANC members, this is their livelihood. They are, you know, continued ability to earn a living depends on who gets elected at an ANC conference, because they are part of some patronage networks that would benefit via osmosis as a result of the election of that particular person. So sometimes it really is literally about life and death, whether or not you'll be able to earn a living based on the outcome of a particular conference. So that's why they put everything on the line, and they're so passionate, and, you know, they are... It's a winner-takes-all mentality when it comes to the ANC conferences, because that determines who will be able to earn a living or not in a particular, geographic area. And this time it's Ekurhuleni.
And this is not for me to try and be pessimistic this early on a Sunday morning, Lukhanyo, but I suppose we need to also, if we've seen violence ahead of the conference itself and during the conference, I can't help but think what might happen if we see this head-to-head battle, this Dr. Xhakaza and Mzwandile Masina, who's seeking a third term, regional chairperson, if I have it right. The result comes out of that, there's going to be somebody, one grouping, going to be very unhappy. It's still going to become nasty and ugly, isn't it?
Usually when the battle is lost and won at conference, that's when things, you know, seem to die down, because it's nearly impossible to reverse the decision of a particular conference. So that's why they fight so intensely and so passionately to, you know, leading up to the conference, to win the conference, because after it's all said and done, there's literally about virtually zero chances of you reversing the outcomes of that. We've seen people go to court to contest the elective outcomes. We've seen them appeal to national in the NEC. Even when a decision comes out in your favor, as it did in the Eastern Cape province in 2017, when the NEC's appointed person, Sibundebele, actually ruled in the favor of the people that contested that election. The ANC is very, you know, reluctant to reverse the outcomes of a particular conference. So things will die down. That's my view on it. That after it's all said and done, after the battle is lost and won, things will die down, and people will be going, looking forward to the next elective conference that comes.
And, of course, we'll be covering that as well as we keep a very close eye on the ANC Ekurhuleni elective conference going ahead after this 10-hour impasse. Always good to have political analyst Lukhanyo Vanqga joining us here on eNCA.